As a community, we've decided that come hell or high water, we are going to keep these black women on the hook, waiting and praying and competing for that good black man who will come into their lives and build a family, despite all evidence that this will happen for very few of you. Don't get me wrong, there are some very good black men out there. Hell, there are some even great men out there who are black, and there are some dusty black women, but numbers don't lie. Here's the math. You already outnumber black men, and for a bunch of reasons, more than half of them will never marry anyone. Of those that remain, almost a quarter of them will marry women who are not black. Of the men left, 73% cannot financially support a household alone, and you will have to work. And due to the high rates of infidelity, domestic violence, and financial instability, 42% of these marriages will ultimately fail. Less than a quarter of you who get married will be in marriages where your husband earns more money than you. Less than 8% of those of you who get married to black men will have the luxury of not having to work at all. In fact, most high-earning black men remain bachelors or marry out of their race. So for all of you ladies with hypergamous, rich black girl fantasies, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It's not likely going to happen, particularly for the more richly melanated sisters and the sisters with the West African body types and the sisters with previous children. Your odds are much worse. But hey, if you believe that you're going to be in that small minority, the 13% of black women overall who are in hypergamous black marriages, and the even smaller percent who have the luxury of being able to stay.
In other words, she was gonna say good luck with that. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification and everything. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Man, the sad part is these kind of numbers have been broken down in so many ways, whether it's been just black people in general. I've broken these numbers down in the same manner, not including race, just men and women, period. Because as you know, in this country, women outnumber men as well, not just black women. And even with all that being said, no matter how much you break down the numbers, they still require this. Check out this next clip.
Enough to be able to provide for the both of us.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm not into doing 50-50 with anybody. If that's the case, I can be by myself. So I'm not doing 50-50. If you can't do that, then keep moving. And I have a daughter, so we come together. So
we do not care.
If you don't feel like you can help out with me and my kids, then we don't have anything to talk about.
Okay, you know, a lot of men are going to tell you, what do you bring? Since you're bringing your daughter, what are you going to add to the relationship?
I'm adding myself. So that's all I have for you.
Bruh.
I don't bring anything I don't have anything to bring to a table, okay? I am the table, and most of these men don't even have a table. All they have is bar stools. So
like, you can keep your bar, you can keep your table to yourself. I had to play the NPC music for that one, you guys. That's the theme now. Whenever these women say something that they're programmed to say, I'm playing the NPC music. I'm letting y'all know that now. Y'all heard her say it. I am the table. Like, how many times have we heard women say that? Good Lord, bro. I'm like, yeah, it don't get no better. Let's keep it moving.
I was told that I'm what's wrong with the black community because I support single motherhood, promote single motherhood.
Yeah, then you're one of the biggest problems, because no women in any culture promote single motherhood, because it's pretty much understood that it's not only detrimental to the child to separate them from their father and have them around different men that you're dating, but also shameful for the woman. But since the only culture in America is to be self-absorbed and do whatever you want, you don't really care about the greater implications of single motherhood. The caption says, do what's best for your life. All that really means is all you care about is yourself. And all the women in your comments are why men are leaving the country. Y'all will put on an act. Oh, I can be a wife. Oh, I'll be a mother. Have some children with a dude. And then emotions this, feelings that, I'm gonna break up this family and most times get paid for it. Saying you support single motherhood. All you're really saying is you support children being at a disadvantage. Again, to reiterate, yes, this is one of the worst ideals plaguing our community.
Remember when that one young chick went viral because she literally said the same thing. She said, I do not support that. She was like, that is not attractive. Women came down on her about that. This is how backwards we have gotten in this country, to the point where when a woman literally wants a family, when a woman literally wants to do the right thing and marry before she carries, like Kevin Samuels was trying to teach women, even she got women attacking her. That right there tells you where the direction of the sisterhood is going. And that's why men are leaving, because men are not getting with that. That is not it. It's not. Let's keep it moving.
First of all, black women have been demonizing black men for over 40 years. I've watched many people, a part of many different families, have women consistently date and demonize and belittle black men at the same time, choosing the type of men that they're sexually attracted to. And then when they can't eventually outgrow their sexual attraction, or maybe lustful attraction, or biological attraction, or sensationalized attraction to a certain kind of black men, they use their own type to demonize the overall demographic itself of black men, their male counterparts. And then they get mad now that they only dealt with about less than 2 years of correction, accountability, criticism, and actually just black men defecting, right? And now
I want to stop it right there, because this clip is actually a little bit longer before I get to the last clip, man, because the last clip is what everybody been blowing up my email about. That last point that he made, that is what really bothers me most about the pushback that we get from women. Fellas, what I need y'all to understand, because there are some guys who don't get this. What I need to understand is that the reason why we get so much pushback from women about what we say in these spaces is because for the last 50, 60 years, it's been taboo for a man to speak up against women, because we've been brainwashed to pretty much accept them as they are and treat them like they can do no wrong. We've basically been brainwashed to basically treat women the same way you would treat a child that doesn't know any better, basically. And now men are waking up from that, and women don't like it, because once again, that's just more leverage that they're losing. Because once they can no longer manipulate a man, she has nothing. She has nothing on a man. I just wanted to get that across. Let's keep it moving.
And now that the black men are divesting, because they tried it first, they were the first ones to remove us from the homes, not come into union, but say they don't need a man. They have the system, the government, and the education system that they can depend on. And when they realize they're lied to, and realize they're not happy, when they realize that the image that they were sold was nothing more than an illusion, now when the black man is waking up and rising and realize that he has become more of a sensationalized image, more of a cultural expression, the face of a lot of masculinity, and so have black women, but masculinity is not attractive for a woman, they're mad. And what happens is they're trying to figure out why black men feel so confident when they were taught and raised in schools, right? The females and the males were taught and raised in schools to belittle themselves and to submit to the new modern expression of norms. And we're not with it. The black men are waking up. Some of the American white men or any other American man is waking up. But especially the black women are mad when you're addressing them, when they have done nothing but addresses on these damn talk shows, on these radio stations. They have, even the churches wouldn't correct a black woman. Every pastor was pandering to, he don't deserve you, he ain't good enough, blah, 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 so they can get more tithes and offerings from these women. And now that black men are telling the truth, they can't believe that they have the ability to say these things, and they are going crazy. They're going ballistic. And all they have to do is realize, hey, you dished it out for 40 years and you can't take less than 2 years of the same thing you dished out. It's not like these men are making things up. It's not like these men don't have examples of black women belittling black men everywhere. Everywhere, all over social media for years. You can just look at your old Instagram posts, old Facebook posts, old TV shows, old movies. The black man was just never good enough. And now that we have made a name for ourselves, we have been sensationalized. Now that we are artists and entertainers and businessmen and moguls and political figures, and it's being sensationalized, and we're still desirable worldwide. Even under the systematic oppression, they want us to be broken, and they want us to be submissive to them. And it's the time for redemption. It's the time for recompense. Women, we're sorry, especially black women. We are men, and we are alpha.
Man, you ain't You do not gotta be sorry about that. And I agree with everything that he said, bro. That man just spit bars. He about to me. I almost turned into Funk Master Flex. That is bars. Yeah, I know I ain't about to say the N word on YouTube, but yeah, bars. Now for the main event, what everybody been blowing me up about, man. Let's keep it moving.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
we will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough.
You stupid.
To stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but he's not funny to me.
And that's why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man, because
maybe that's what
he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta throw that out.
Bruh. Yeah, go ahead and run the NPC music too. Yeah. Oh man, how do you keep yourself single without saying you keep yourself single?
You can't make this shit up.
I see why everybody was blowing me up about this clip. Women already complain about how hard it is to find good dudes, and the first thing she said was, I don't think that's enough. Now, let's flip this argument in reverse. What do y'all think a woman like her, what kind of reaction would she give if she heard men say that about women?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm a PhD.
Come on now. These women need to stop it, bro. These women. Oh my God, man. That's sad too, cause I'm like, she's an attractive woman too, bro. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. What he used to say, man. Like, these women are out here wasting the pretty. So y'all gotta stop wasting the pretty, bro. Let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. Helps me reach a broader audience. Also, be on the lookout for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.